Good afternoon. Welcome to Monday's World of Weather. Clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for June 16th to 28th. June 16th to 20th. This is what we expect the pattern to look like, pretty much like this. This is the GFS. We have a trough here near the Aleutians. We have a ridge here south of the Aleutians off the western Canadian coast. And we have a trough here in the west, also here in the northeast. And here's our ridge down across the south central states that expands eastward with above normal heights. And this is going to the Ohio Valley and eventually reaching the eastern U.S. So we go through the days. We don't see much change. We come to the 20th and we look at the rest of the models. And in good agreement. Okay, we're going to take a look at another thing. This is the GFS, and we're expecting some locally heavier rainfall through the weekend across the southeast. Some of the rain could be heavy. Widespread heavy rainfall is forecast for Texas to Louisiana. So we're going to go... this is what I'm talking about. And this almost looks like the ring of fire, so to speak. Like we have all this rain and thunderstorms here occurring across the northern periphery, the western periphery of the ridge. But we're expecting very heavy rainfall, especially across here. This is the possible development of something down here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me just try to move down. Something here in the Gulf, the southwest Gulf of Mexico. Okay, so we're going to go into early next week. We see very heavy rainfall. You can see the bright reds. This is maybe 3 inches, approaching 3 inches or more. Because if we're looking here, maybe close to this color, 3, maybe 5 inches of rainfall occurring here. This is GFS, and then we look at the European. They're kind of similar. Also, here we have heavy rainfall moving into Florida. And we expect rain and storms also forecast for the northern plains to the Midwest. You can see it right here. Some of this rain could also be locally heavy due to the influx of moisture from the eventual remnants of Hurricane Bud. And the remnants of Bud could begin to spread rain into the southwest and the Rockies by the weekend. And then you see it right here. So this is European. Then we look at the GFS. They're kind of similar. Also, temperature anomalies of 10 to 18 degrees are expected over the weekend as the ridge in the center of the nation spreads eastward. And like I said before, the warm air will spread to the eastern seaboard by early next week. Okay, now the period for June 19th to 23rd. June 19th to 23rd. Little change is expected in the overall flow. We still have our troughs and our ridge generally in the same spot. But we see eventual expansion of the ridge and above normal heights across the eastern U.S. So we go to the 23rd. We don't see much of change. We have a little bit here of an upper low. Let me see if I can get back here. An upper low here over the northwest. That could bring like some cooler temperatures. But then we look at the rest of the models. They're in pretty much agreement on the flow. So for this forecast period, I'm forecasting above normal temperatures for much of the nation. And I'm expecting anomalies of 6 to 12 degrees above normal. I think most of the higher anomalies occur across the Mississippi Valley to the Pacific Coast, maybe somewhat lower, close to 4 to 6 degrees above normal in the east. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%, and we have above normal precipitation forecast for a large area of the nation, and probability of occurrence is 45 to 55%. June 24th to 28th. here at the 24th, and the models are generally showing this same trend here with flattening of the flow, not as amplified as it was before, because you see we have our trough gone here. Pretty much the westerns would be across the northern U.S. with above normal heights across much of the nation. And we go to further in the period here, you can see even more. And then we look at the rest of the models. Here's our subtropical ridge across this region here, across the southern U.S. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting, again, above normal temperatures for much of the nation. And I'm forecasting anomalies about 6 to 12 degrees above normal. Again, the highest anomalies in the west. And for precipitation, I'm calling for below normal precipitation here. Probability of occurrence is 45%. And we have above normal precipitation here and also here. And probability of occurrence is 45 to 55%. So that's the long range weather forecast discussion for June 16th to 28th. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.